With that in mind, we got to transition to Arizona because I'll be honest, I am the issue here, okay? West Coast bias, East Coast bias, whatever you want to call it is a thing. I got 2 kids, and I don't know that I necessarily have the energy every Saturday to watch football. Yeah. And by the way, my wife still recognizes what I look like, so that's part of it too. I mean, I got to make sure that that's a thing. But I've not seen much Arizona football is the punchline. If you could be the Wildcat in the room to let me know why it is everybody thinks they're going to be so good. Is this real, or is this another Atlanta Falcons are going to win the NFC South myth?
This is real. And I'll be honest with you, Kyle. I was not paying a lot of attention to Arizona until about week 11 because I thought, we were told all season the Pac-12 is better than we expected. But now toward the end of the year when teams like Oregon State and Washington State weren't getting the big wins, it was like, or UCLA or USC, a lot of the talent, Colorado was dropping off the table. But Arizona was the team that instead of regressing like most of the conference, they just got better toward the end of the year. And it starts with quarterback Noah Fifita. He was fantastic and a talent to watch. I can't compare him to a Johnny Manziel. And I won't compare him to a quarterback of that caliber, but watching him play, he creates at that level. He creates that you think, how did he do that? How did he do that? And to me, the Big 12 was built on that style of quarterback. When you think the old classic Big 12 teams of 10 years ago that are scoring 70 points per game, that is what most people still think the Big 12 is. Obviously, as UCF fans have seen, it is not. You'll run into an Iowa State or somebody who plays a whole lot of defense.
Utah now as well, right?
Utah who plays a whole lot of defense, and that's why I think Arizona's good. Because they play a whole lot of defense. Number 20 offense in the country, and they held opponents to just 21 points per game. When I think Pac-12, I don't think great defense. I think Colorado or USC or even a Washington who was allowing 30 points. Yeah. But Arizona was the exception, and that's why they won games, because they could stop teams. 21 points per game is nuts while putting up 35 points over 450 yards themselves. That, with Jedd Fisch, that momentum, that's what we call good, Kyle. And I like Arizona. I don't know if they're my favorite to win the whole league, but they're a top 3 team.
I mean, listen, there's good and then there's complete, Drake, and you're giving me the tidings of a complete team. And listen, if that's the case, I'll have a lot of fun watching them when they head over to the Bounce House to play UCF. I'll have a seat for that too, covering that game as well. So I'll give a lot of credit. If you're a Pac-12 team that also plays defense, this is how you might get lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
No disrespect to the Washingtons of the world and Michael Penix and all of that. Of course, we're not throwing any disrespect. Although I find it interesting to see the tweets out there from my media brethren going, "Oh, Washington's struggling in the national championship. Woof." No. The Huskies wolf is a good thing.
Yeah.
Anyways, now that I've dad joked you here,